The night was darker than usual, the kind of night where even the stars seemed to hide behind the clouds. In a silent corner of the old neighborhood lived a boy named Aahil, known by everyone as the troublemaker who never cared about consequences. He wasn't born that way. Life had twisted him slowly. His father had passed when he was young, his mother worked day and night, and somewhere in the loneliness he started mixing with the wrong company. Small mistakes turned into bigger ones, and soon the whole town knew him as the boy whose eyes never showed regret. But life has a way of confronting us with mirrors we cannot escape. One cold evening, Aahil was walking back from the market after doing something he knew wasn't right. He had stolen from a shopkeeper who trusted him. As he walked through the dim street, he heard a faint voice. It was an old man, sitting by the roadside, coughing heavily. His clothes were wet from the sudden rain, his hands trembling as he tried to gather the things that had fallen from his bag. Aahil wanted to look away. He wanted to keep walking. Helping others wasn't something he did. But for some reason he couldn't move. The old man lifted his head slowly, and Aahil saw the kindness in his tired eyes, the same kindness the shopkeeper had shown him earlier that day. The old man whispered, "Beta, can you help me stand?" Aahil's throat tightened. He stepped forward, almost unwillingly, and lifted the man to his feet. The man held his hand for support, and Aahil felt how fragile he was, like a dry leaf ready to break. He guided him to a bench nearby, and the old man gave him a weak smile he didn't deserve. "Allah sent you," the old man said, breathing heavily. Aahil's heart twisted. Allah, him, the boy who had just stolen. He shook his head, unable to meet the man's gaze. "No, I'm not someone Allah would send." The man chuckled softly. "But you came, didn't you? Sometimes we take one wrong step, and sometimes one right step brings us back." Aahil froze. Those words pierced deeper than anything he'd ever felt. His heartbeat grew louder as guilt slowly climbed up his chest like a heavy weight pressing him down. "I have done many wrong things," Aahil whispered. The old man placed a hand on his shoulder. "Everyone falls, Beta, but only the brave stand up again. Do you know what washes away the dirt inside us?" Aahil stayed silent. Cheers. Cheers of true repentance. When they fall, Allah turns mistakes into lessons. Aahil felt something inside him breaking, something he had kept locked away for years. His throat burned, his eyes stung, but he turned his face away, refusing to let the tears come. He quickly said goodbye and walked away, but those words followed him like footsteps in the dark. By the time he reached home, the memory of the shopkeeper's trusting smile weighed on him even more. The stolen item felt like burning coal inside his pocket. He sat alone in his room, staring at the floor, unable to breathe properly. His mother peeked in, tired from her long shift, but she still smiled gently. "Dinner is ready, Aahil," she said softly. Her smile made it worse. He didn't deserve her love, her patience, her sacrifices. After she left, Aahil finally broke. Tears, warm, painful, unstoppable, overflowed, dripping onto his hands. He covered his face and let everything he had been carrying spill out. Every mistake, every lie, every moment of guilt washed through those tears. He cried for the person he had become. He cried for the person he wished he was. He cried for forgiveness. For the first time in years, he whispered a prayer. A broken, trembling, sincere prayer. "Ya Allah, I'm ashamed. I don't want to be this person anymore. Show me the way back. Forgive me, please." The wind outside softened. A strange calm filled the room, as if someone had placed a warm hand over his heart. He felt lighter, yet fragile, like a clay pot mended with gold. The next morning, with swollen eyes and trembling fingers, he walked to the shop he had stolen from. The shopkeeper was arranging fruit when he entered. Aahil placed the stolen item on the counter and bowed his head. "I'm sorry," he said, voice breaking. "I took this, and I regret it. I will never do it again." The shopkeeper stared at him in disbelief. "Aahil, are you all right?" "No," he said honestly, "but I will be." The shopkeeper softened. He placed a hand on Aahil's shoulder, the same way the old man had. "Everyone makes mistakes, Beta. What matters is the heart to correct them." Aahil lowered his head, tears threatening again. "Do you forgive me?" The shopkeeper smiled. "With all my heart." And just like that, Aahil felt something inside him unlock, a door he thought had rusted shut forever. He walked back to the old street where he had helped the old man, but the bench was empty. The man was gone. A neighbor passing by told him she hadn't seen anyone there. Some said no old man had been around at all. Aahil wondered, was he real? Or was he someone sent to save him? Either way, Aahil changed from that day. He began helping in the shop to earn back trust. He apologized to everyone he had hurt. He became someone people greeted with respect, not fear. His mother saw the change and cried tears of happiness. Aahil prayed every night, his repentance becoming his strength instead of his shame. Years later, people told their children about the boy who changed his life with a single night of tears, tears that washed away his darkness and filled his heart with light. Aahil learned one truth that stayed with him forever. No sin is too big when repentance is true. No heart is too dirty when tears fall with sincerity. And no person is too lost when Allah decides to guide them. Droplet in the end, it wasn't his mistakes that defined him, it was the courage in his tears.